I am about to show you how to cut up a pineapple, but it might be a little intimidating for you if you've never done it before, and it's pretty expensive to buy it already cut up. So, here we go. First, you want to get the top off. Just lay it on its side, cut it right about there. Step one. Then you want to cut the bottom off in the same fashion. Alright, put that in the compost bowl, stand it up. Now you've got a nice flat surface to work with on your pineapple. I'm just going to go around and kind of trim off the rind by cutting inward a little bit here. Like so. Just keep going around until you get every side off. And then, as you'll see, there's a core in the middle, and we're going to cut around that. It's not the best texture for fresh eating. But we chop it up and save it in the freezer and throw it into smoothies, where it's going to be blended up anyways. There's little pokey things here, these brown parts, so you want to make sure you get those off. Unless you're like a certain man named Jim, who I know, who doesn't bother to cut them off, and you end up with little pokies in your mouth when you eat pineapple that he cuts up. Nothing but love for you, Jim. Nothing but love. He doesn't like to waste fruit. Gotta hand it to him for that. Alright, I'm just feeling around here because you can kind of feel some of them are pokey, some of them aren't. I don't bother with the ones that aren't. Alright, now if you can see here in the middle, there's a core. And it goes all the way through. So we're going to cut around that by taking your knife in right about there. Except I'm going to stand it up and do it. So you get the four sides off. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you generally are left with these corners around the core that you could still get off of there. Depending how ripe your pineapple is, that might be pretty tough fruit right there. So you may or may not want to use it. Alright, so the core, you can just chop it up like you do any regular pineapple chunks, and I throw it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer like I said, and throw it into smoothies. And as for the rest, you just dice it up into the size chunks that you want, and you're done. Just show you one side here. Hear my dog. Smell the pineapple. And then you gotta do the taste test. Delicious. That's the advantage to being the fruit chopper. You get a lot of samples. I gotta try to resist because it's actually dinner time. I'm chopping this up for after dinner and I don't want to get too full. Alright, well, you get the idea. Just throw it in an airtight container or a baggie and stick it in the fridge if there's any left.